Yo, what's good? What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? We're back again with another beat breakdown, another video to show y'all how I do this and my process. You know, today we're doing a KINDLYNXSH type beat, or is it whatever, South African underground trap hard hitting type beat. I don't know what the title's gonna be. Y'all gonna see it. This beat isn't out on my YouTube, but yeah, this is how it sounds. You feel me? Hard hitting beat, bro. Hard hitting beat, bro. But yeah, let's get into it. What I started with actually was surprisingly the drums, right? So let's actually do it in order this time. I actually started with the clap, the hat, and the open hat. You know, clap, same thing as usual, 2 and 4. Nothing crazy, nothing new, you know the vibes. Okay, we'll go into the hat after open hat again on the downbeat. One hit on the downbeats, nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. The hi-hats, this is where now we get into it a little bit. Y'all know I hate two-step, bro. I hate this. I hate this two-step pattern, this thing. I hate this thing. So you know we had to spice it up. So we actually did it in third beat, whatever, threes basically. That's the simplest way I can put it, threes over here, you know. So this is how this sounds. Do you see how it has that bounce? That listen to this. You know what I'm saying? You have to make your hats bouncy because they're gonna carry the bounce low key. After that, I added this second open hat, you know, because the first one hits and then the second one comes in. So together, these two open hats sound like this. You know what I'm saying? Throughout that, gives them a bit of a bounce. I added this snare, which is a counter snare. I added another snare, which is a counter snare. And I added a third snare, which is another counter snare. Those are the patterns for those are looking, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It repeats. It's just two hits on odd places. We played with everything so you can hear it. These are 3 counter snares, by the way. This is the second one. You gotta make your things bouncy, bro. These are just to add bounce, bro. I don't even know how to explain these things. These are just genuinely to add bounce. You need to have an ear for these things. I promise you. You need to have an ear for these things. You know what I'm saying? Look, this whole pattern is just 2 hits at the end. But like when we play it together, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? After I had that down, I added a perk. This is how that sounds. I added the perk, you know what I'm saying? Together. You know what I'm saying? On this one, I played with the velocity. I played with the velocity here. All of these things, by the way, again, I in third beat. That's it, like, sincerely. So that's it for like, this is what I started with actually. Like I laid down this whole pattern before I even had melodies and all of that. Now we can move on to the 808, which sounds crazy, I know, but I also laid down before I went to like melodies and everything. And the 808, the main 808, the driving force is pretty basic pattern, bro. Just, you feel me? On the downbeat and the offbeat. So together it's just, you know what I'm saying? Here I played a little bit with it, you know. You gotta add a little bounce, you know, side. How did I do this? I tapped here, went on the, you see what I did there? Quarter step, right? Added a note right before the hit, like right before, so it's this one. Right before it said it as like that stutter effect. glitch effect, you feel me? Because we like that over here, we like that. I bet I'm gonna move on to these after, because they came after. Now that I had all of these things set down, I found this thing. It's an accent. Actually, it's not a melody, it's not, it's just an accent. You know what I'm saying? An accent is something, it's like ear candy for your beats. It's meant to be ear candy for your beats, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is how that sounded. I ain't even touch it. As soon as I heard that, because mind you, it was already in key with the 808 I had placed down. As soon as I heard that, I said yes. So this is how that sounds. Literally all of it. I started with my drums and my percussions, all of that at the bottom, went to the 808, and then I went to find something that I can lay down with. I bet after I added that, I was like, hold on, I need to add more 808 variations and sounds so that it can, like, you know, the beat is bouncy, bro. You know how these trap beats be having 3 808s and then a log drum, and then, you know, just to add that little African twist, you feel me? So I added this 808 right here. It's called the 808 Deep South. I don't even know where I got it from, but this is how it sounds. You know what I'm saying? This sounds like an 808 out of a Jack Boy song with Don Toliver in Jack Boys 2. I just forgot what it's called. But yeah, all I did was put it at the end over here. So all it plays is this. That's it, right? After that, I moved on to this, you know what I'm saying? This 808. And it also plays only on one part, which is this part. Sounds very similar to the main, but it's not. In context, this is how these two sound. You feel me? We adding bounce. After I added those two, I was like, nah, lay down a log drum, but I did a log drum. I did it in 3-step. Most of this beat is in 3. You know what I'm saying? It's in this 1/3. You know what I'm saying? Most of it. So this is how I played it. You know what I'm saying? Dun. I know y'all heard that before somewhere, but yeah, I bet. And then I added another, you know, this was an 808. Like, it is like unique sounding, so I just took it. This is how it sounds. That's it. It's reversed. You get me? I added a slide note down. To add a slide note, how I do it is I lay a note down, double tap it, tap this, except now the longer you make this note, the longer it's gonna take for the note to slide to whatever key you want it to. But the shorter you make it, the quicker it's gonna be. So you know what I'm saying? This goes according to taste. And to my taste, I like it to slide like this. You get me? So in context, now that we have the log drums and all of that, this is how it was starting to sound. You feel me? And I was like, man, this is too basic. It can't continue on like this the whole beat. You feel me? I was like, time to pull out the synths, time to add some things, just get into it. Yeah. So all of the synths I used, except for the analog V, came out of our Arteria synth collection. Same one as the last one. You know what I'm saying? These are just other synths out of the bundle. But yeah, so we're starting with this. I used BV3. You know what I'm saying? I used an organ. It's an organ based by Arteria. Said this already. The preset I used was long distance. The next one I used was out of CS80, Giovanna. That's basically it. I didn't do too much to these two back. All they are is basic notes. Literally, the first one is this one. Look at it. It's 2 notes. This is how it sounds. That's it. And it repeats throughout the whole thing. Same with this one. This one is 1 note. And this is how it sounds. You feel me? Nothing crazy. Together. And it repeats throughout with the accent. You feel me? With the drums. You get me? Now it's getting bounced. It's starting to sound good. It's starting to sound a little sound. You check. I bet. Moving on to the synth, the actual chords that I played out. I opened the second instance of CS80. You know what I'm saying? And I used the organ tone wheel. Now these chords, I copied them and pasted them throughout multiple presets, right? So I'm not gonna really go through one by one. I'm just gonna show the preset, you know, so I explain once. But yeah, these are the chords. I don't know the music theory behind this. These just sounded extremely good to me. Therefore, I placed it. I listened to it in context. I placed a note. I listened to it in context. I placed another note until it came out like this. But what we can see here is there's a lot of descending chords. These chords are descending, and then towards the end on this section, they ascending. You know what I'm saying? So it's descending chords. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. I don't know music theory behind this, man. It's like a skill now. So yeah, that's basically what it is for these. The preset I used, I showed you all the tone wheel. I opened a third instance, my bad, and I used the lucent organ, and then I opened analog lab V. The first instance I used animate out of alchemy. It's a separate bank that you need to get. I haven't loaded all my banks, so please don't mind, like, just nice. But yeah, I used animate. I opened another instance of analog lab again, and I used Bell's Harsh out of Oasis, analog Oasis by Kavi. Is it Kavi? Yeah, Kavi and Vision EXE. You know what I'm saying? Synth analog banks. These are banks I got old, like way back. So yeah, the chords are exactly the same. I didn't even change a thing. They're exactly the same. So yeah, that's basically it. I also have this Lush preset. In analog labs. So it's 3 instances of analog, 3 instances of CS80, and 1 instance of BV3 for plugins and synths that I used. In cohesion together, this is how they sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, it added an amazing section right there to that. So that's really it for the whole thing. This is sincerely the entire beat. I know it looks crazy, it looks complicated, it looks like I did a lot of work. I did not. I promise you I spent like maximum 45 minutes on this. Maximum. I didn't do too much. Now let's move on to the next section. There's something I want to show y'all. So there's a section right here. Look at what I did with the accent. I played with it. There's a section right here. I'm gonna get into what I did for mixing right after. But yeah, look at this section right here. So what I did was I took the accent, I made it unique. To make something unique, you tap on this little waveform here, then you go, you know what I'm saying? Either you make unique a sample. I didn't need to do that this time. I just said make unique, and then it will show #2 on here. What I did was I stretched it out entirely. I stretched it out by double. So you know, this is how it normally look. What I did was I just took it, stretched it out by double. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did to that part. And then I made it unique again so that it's a different, you know, whatever. And stretched it out same way. Didn't change anything. All I changed this time was the placement of it. And I cut off the end. So all I changed was the placement. Because usually it'll start here. But I was like, nah, I want it to start here. Why? So that it sounds like this. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like adding on to the melody, adding on to this and that. You know, now it sounds good. Now it sounds good. Like, it's not just one thing. Your beats need to be progressive, bro. They need to be progressive. Don't be that guy who takes samples and you just lay samples and then that's your whole beat. No, you need to be progressive with it. Be creative. Like, step outside the box or something, bro. You feel me? So yeah, that's that whole section right there. And that's basically it. Now let's go into the mixing for this. For this accent, I really didn't do anything special. All I did was I EQ'd some of the low end. I like to use this EQ Oaks. If you want to properly use the EQ, tap this, open up Fruity Parameric EQ, you know what I'm saying, this, and then do your things. Me, I use this because I know how to use it. Simple. This is the easiest way for me to use it. I bet. Moving on to the next thing up on the mix for number 2, which is the section right here, this higher one right here. You know what I'm saying? That one needed to sound ambient in the back, so I was like, you know what, can't be. I needed to have a hell of a lot of reverb, so I took the reverb, I added Lush Hall, and I just upped the high cut a bit, just a bit. Didn't touch the rest of these things, like sincerely didn't touch a thing. No, I touched the decay. I made the decay 2.2. I think it was starting at 1.4. That's it. And then again, EQ the lows. Sincerely all I did to that. That's that. Moving on to this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one's on 23. I'll tell you why later. I just lowered the volume, EQ again, reverb again. You know what I'm saying? Sincerely, if for that, all of these are the same, really. Like, all I do is add a little bit of reverb and EQ, and that's it. Now let's move on to the synth presets. You know what I'm saying? What I did for the mix on those. For the first one, for the BV3, I added reverb. Like I said, I just tweaked it out a little bit. This is not the default. I tweaked it. excuse me, I tweaked it out. I had to tweak it out a little bit to my taste, you know, low cut, lower the high cut, lower the wet, you feel me, lower the decay a little bit, and then the low cut on the EQ right here, you know what I'm saying, like just to lower the muddy frequencies, the low end, open up space for the 808. For the second one, which was the CS, you know what I'm saying, CS 81st instance, I didn't do too much either there, I won't even lie, didn't do too much. Lower the volume, EQ, reverb, tweaked it out again. I always tweak the reverb according to what I'm using it for and how I need it to sound, you know what I'm saying. Tweak the reverb. Delay on this one is delay, this is, I think it's a quarter note delay right here. This is offset, which means it will ping pong left and right, left and right, left and right, like it's not mono, it's gonna be stereo ping ponging left and right. Hence when it plays, it sounds like this, you know what I'm saying. If it didn't have that, it was just gonna be, you know, so just added that ping pong, make it sound good. For the synths, bruh, I didn't do too much, For 5, reverb, EQ, reverb, you know what I'm saying. All of these are basically the same thing. All of this whole melody section is just EQ and reverb, I won't lie. Moving on to the mix I did for the drums, where did I start it? Started here, no wait, this is 808, nothing on, you know what I'm saying, all the way. Like I didn't even touch the drums. If you have good sounds, you don't need to touch anything or do too much. That's basically for the whole beat, you feel me? That's literally it. For arrangement, do it according to taste. I like mine to progress into something, so I think of it as a progression. So this would be like first verse, bridge, hook, second verse, hook, your outro. You know, I like the progression. I kept the drums throughout the whole thing in this beat because it was banging. So yeah, the only other thing I added were these two Foley sounds. It was this, and there was a lighter flick, you know what I'm saying, to start off the beat. And that's really it. There's no tag on this one because I was sending it out as an exclusive. I might drop it on the channel though. I don't know yet, I'll see. But yeah, boys, that's the whole beat, you know what I'm saying. Oh, I forgot to show you the master. You know, the master has nothing but a clipper on it. All I did was raise the gain by 1 and, you know, played around with this classic clipper. You can still use soft clipper, a full soft clipper, it's okay. But yeah, that's it, you know what I'm saying. Follow the socials, check me out on all platforms at PRODBYWVVY, everywhere. My email, number, IG in the description if you want to hit me up and purchase a beat, purchase this beat or any other beat you see on the channel. And yeah, shout out to you niggas, you know what I'm saying.